What's up, everybody, and welcome back. You know what it is. It's the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr, producer extraordinaire, the Beverly Hills Kid, the Greek freak, Andrew Themeles. And we are back this week, guys, with episode number 56. Need I say more? 56. If he doesn't come to your mind when you hear that number, you cannot be helped when it comes to sports knowledge.
All right, let me get to it. I had the whole list right in front of me. Where is it? Okay, Lawrence Taylor, number 56. Bunch of great number 56. He's the greatest of them all, though. Hollywood Henderson, the man that Lawrence Taylor modeled a lot of his game after, that Paul Virzi knows nothing about. Chris Dolman, he returned that fucking kickoff almost for a touchdown if Roy Jarella didn't get his ribs in the way in Super Bowl fucking 10. 1976. Chris Dolman, Andre Tippett, Hall of Famer for the, I think he's a Hall of Fame, right? He's definitely the Patriots Hall of Fame. And a black belt. He fucking body slammed that giant Lawrence Taylor. Ted Hendricks wore 56 for the Green Bay Packers. Bill Hewitt, Dante Lavelle, Joe Schmidt. Not sure who those last guys were. I'm an old guy, so I don't know a lot of those guys.
All right, guys, at the top of the show, we want to thank all of the Anything Better podcast listeners. We want to tell you guys to please rate and review. It makes the show move up. And we thank you guys for all the subscriptions. And please subscribe to the Anything Better YouTube channel and get Anything Better where you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify. Also, want to thank everybody who are sending the pictures of getting the merch. Our merch store is open. I just had somebody reach out. They were really happy. They opened up the Anything Better hoodie. I got to tell you, man, the material is incredible. It's soft. They even give you that official tag. I think our material is the shit. So go get it. Get your Anything Better merch. It's available now. Hope you guys enjoy that as well. Bill, I got something to talk about. I would love your opinion on this. Andrew, you as well. Me and Stacy are in a dilemma. Me and Bill were talking about this yesterday. This has to do with real estate. So I'll break it down for you guys. I'd love to hear your opinion. So Stacy and I both agree after being in our home for 8 years, it's time to split. No, kidding. Imagine I just broke down and told you. No, so we decided that we need a little more room. We don't have the walk-in closets we want. I would like a bigger office, maybe a game room. Our kids are still young. So we have this land and we're 800 feet elevated. We have an unbelievable view of the mountains in our backyard. And we looked at houses that are more expensive away from here that don't give us what we have on this plot of land, right? And we're looking and it's like, you could get a beautiful house, you get more house, you're not getting the views. So Stacy and I were talking and I said, and some other people were like, what you could do is you could add on to this house. And I'm like, yeah, but what if we want to remodel? I don't know the difference between an add-on or a remodel. Then I learned what that means. Okay. And it would be a lot of money. We'd have to leave for a while, go somewhere, come back. But then I realized I could actually pony up, not crazy cash, but and make this where we are now everything we want. Pool in the backyard, extended garage, even a layer on top, a little, all that shit. Or do we wait to get our dream house, but still maybe not? Let me just break it down like this. There are $4 or $5 million houses around us, $4 or $5 million houses, which we wouldn't get, but even $2 million houses that don't have the view I have. So I'm thinking, you know what? My kids love it here. It's a great house. It's a great house. It's a great property. The view's great. I say, fuck it. We stay here. We add on and we make where we are what we want by just adding on, getting a good, architect in here and doing that. What do you guys, or do we just fucking wait and get a house that's away from here and compromise the beautiful view that we have?
All right. I'm a grizzled, bitter vet of owning a house.
Bill's doing this before
I get a cortisone shot before I talk fucking real estate here. He's lacing them up.
You actually have, dude. You actually have. You've bought in some. You're a real estate. You've bought in some homes.
Yes. And one thing I've learned: you don't fight a house. Okay? You take what a house gives you. Okay? You let that house, you take away your house's best thing, you let him beat him with the second guy. I'm going Belichick here. Don't fight a house, dude. Don't fight a house.
What do you mean by that? You mean don't?
That house had plenty of fucking room when you bought it. And now you don't. So what does that mean? You've bought too much shit. You need a yard sale. Save your fucking money. Don't add a bunch of shit onto it. It's a split entry. I don't know where you're going to add on. It might look fucking weird. The worst thing about once you add on to a house, but I can see it in you. Look, please look at Burr. The fucking angry Irishman's going to kill
No. I'm listening.
There's nothing worse than when you drive by a house. When you put an addition onto a fucking house, if it's done right, it should be seamless. You shouldn't be able to tell, oh, they blew out the back of the house. Right. Like the fucking garage looks like it's going to tip over because they put this big top hat of a fucking room onto it.
Right.
Your walk-in closet is too small because over the years you kept buying sneakers. You literally have sneakers stored in your fucking podcast room, Paul. All right?
That's true. But my kids were babies, dude. You know?
Huh?
My kids were babies when
I don't
we got
give
here.
a fuck. Kids have too much shit. My kids have more goddamn fucking toys than I had my whole childhood and all my brothers and sisters included.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous time of consumption. And at some point, you need to get out of the rat race, dude. You know why these fucking, I was just talking about this to somebody, these fucking little ass houses, you're going, there's no closet space. It's like, no, you have too much shit. We all have too much shit. There's not enough outlets. There's not enough this. I got a laptop. I have an iPad. I have a fucking iPhone. I have flat screen fucking TVs. I have all this shit that comes with them. I got all of this fucking shit. I bought a bunch of shit. Somehow when I first met my wife and we lived together with all her shit and my shit in a 600 square foot apartment. All we've added is 2 kids. And now somehow you'll be in a 3,000 square foot house and it's not enough room. It's because you bought too much shit.
Wait a minute, back up. All we added was 2 kids. That's kind of big. That's kind of like...
It isn't.
All we've added was an extended family.
That's not that big.
I know.
If you go 6, it was 2 people with 2 adults were sharing 600 square feet. So we basically both had 300 square feet to ourselves. 2 little people come into our lives.
Well, Bill, let's be honest. You're with
10 times that is not enough fucking room.
Well, Bill, let's be honest. You're with a woman, so she gets 500 square feet.
That's right.
You get 1.
And I was fine with that. I had my little electronic drum kit on the side. I played my little diddles.
Little cot in the fucking...
Yeah. So, yeah. Paul, like, you have too much shit. And I swear to God, dude, if you fucking stop buying shit and really looked at your stuff and ask yourself, Paul, do you need every shade of Air Force One? Air Jordan 1, whatever the fuck you call them.
No.
But you need fucking 900 hoodies.
No, but I mean, I like a certain outfit. You know what I mean? I like a certain pair of sneakers, but I don't think the sneakers are doing it because I could store my sneakers in other rooms. It's not that. It's, you're right. Some of the things you're saying are right. Yeah,
Paul, what are you building? You're building like a spa. Go take a vacation. What are you doing? A game room?
Well, for the kids and their friends, get a little movie theater.
Tell them to go outside. You got the backyard. The fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to have like that video game in there where you fucking drive golf balls like you're at Pebble Beach in your house. Dude, the shit that people have in their houses now is fucking insane.
It is true. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Dude, when I grew up, there was maybe 3 people in the entire state that had a bar that actually had a fucking keg of beer tap. Nobody had that. Nobody had, like, fucking the shit that you had. These flat screen TVs, 1 flat screen TV, dude, you literally have a fucking movie screen.
It's crazy.
Dude, we used to watch a 27-inch TV being like, oh, my God, it's unbelievable. The shit that people have in their fucking houses, myself included.
Yeah.
Dude, I over the years, I started buying guitars. I still can't play a guitar. I got like 6 of them. I'm going to start selling them. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
And they're all fucking sitting on one side of my bed, and I can't walk on that side of the bed. What the fuck am I doing? Sell your shit. Because I'm going to tell you something, Paul. You know what you're going to do? You're going to add on to that house. You know what you're going to do? You're going to buy more shit. And then all of those rooms over the years are going to get cluttered. One of the hardest things to do is to walk out the door with nothing in your hand and come back with nothing in your hand.
Yeah. I'm not a big buyer, though. I'm not a big buyer, dude.
You have fucking Beyonce would look at your fucking clothes and be like, God damn, you have a lot of clothes.
Well, I have a lot of sneakers, but I'm going to donate some and re-up.
Well, I gotta be honest with you. I've known you for 20 years. I'm trying to picture a shirt that you wear, and I can't because they're in the rotation. You're like Jordan. Jordan wore a new pair of sneakers every game. Look at me. How many times I've worn this fucking shirt? You see this? I got the same fucking hoodie. It's all pillowy.
Anything better? Wait, do I know you 20 years? No, I don't know you 20 years yet.
20 years in 2025.
20 years in 2020.
17 years, almost 16 and a half years because I met you in the fall.
First time I ever spoke to Bill Burr, he called on the phone. He called me and just dove into me saying the 2007 Patriots were the best offense I ever seen. I was like, oh, this guy gets right into it.
And I fucking called it. And then when the Super Bowl happened, you're like, dude, what did I say? What did I say? Fucking ridiculous. Yo, fucking guns ablazing. We rammed it up their asses. What did I say?
I didn't say that, did I?
You did. You were drunk. Friendship was in a very precarious place at that point. 3 months in.
We didn't know each other. No, but really,
Paul, any young person out there, I'm telling you, if I can give you any fucking advice other than marry for love, not for looks, okay? I would say it's Jimmy the Gent. Don't buy anything. Yeah. You don't fucking need it. You think you need it. You think you want it. You think you got to have it. And fucking 2 months later, it's just sitting there. Another thing that needs to be dusted. Another thing. Where am I going to put that? You got to move it over and jam something fucking else in there. I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, you're right. There's actually, it's funny because I said to Stacy, I go, maybe if let's clean out the closet. So she did something and I was able to walk in our little closet a little better. And I was like, all right, this bought me a couple months in this house. I can do that,
Dude, that is the fight that I have with my wife. It is just like, God forbid, there's a place where you can sit down and stretch out your back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like right now, my garage is getting cluttered because of my kids' toys. My daughter is like, she's really into skateboards and bikes and shit like that. So it's like, fine. So now my son's coming along and I'm going like, all right, well, he'll just use the shit that she outgrows. And my wife's having a problem with it. No, he has to have his own stuff. It's like, no, it's called a fucking hand-me-down.
Well, no, here's the thing though, dude. And this will happen because I dealt with it with my son and daughter. They're going to have a real problem with not having their thing because they're going to go, oh, daddy, mommy, they have a bike. I can't have my bike. And then when you go, just share the bike. That's their bike. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a problem. Hang on. Keep talking. I'm going to get I got to get a water over here.
What's funny is I took the kids to the store and they wanted to get a skateboard, so they had like all these Santa Cruz skateboards. And I remember Santa Cruz growing up. So I
remember Toys R Us and you bought a fucking skateboard there made out of plastic and your feet hung over like fucking 4 inches.
Yeah, I remember those.
Fucking goddamn giraffe should have been sued for selling those.
And the wheels on it were like the roller skate wheels. But
dude, one pebble and you high-sided. You just went. Evel Knievel looked away.
So my kids go, "Can we get a skateboard?" And I go, "You could get a skateboard. We're gonna get a skateboard, and that's it." And then they're putting together the skateboard. They're putting the trucks on it. They're putting the wheels on it. And Lucas goes, "Well, if that's her idea, then I want a skateboard." And I go, "No. It's an expensive skate." I go, "The skateboard is You know, my kids think just spending $130 is like getting a coffee now because they're just sport. So I go, no, it's a $130 skateboard. You guys are going to share the skateboard. And if I see that you guys do that well and you guys take it up and you guys do good on it, and then you go out with your friends and you need your own skateboard, I'll get another skateboard. Guess where that skateboard
Which is ridiculous that offer is even on the table.
So, and it was a fight to even get that. We get the one skateboard. That thing has been sitting in my driveway through snowstorms, rainstorms. And I said, look, I go, see that $130 that's getting fucking ruined? I go, that's why no more. But I use it as an example. I say, when we're in the mall, I got them both. I go, come here. You see? That's it. Never again. So when we're in the mall, you're never going to say, why don't we get two? Because I'm going to keep bringing up the skateboard. That's what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. I would just wait for him to bring it up. Because I got your skateboard and you guys didn't use it. Go ahead and fucking cry.
What'd you say, Andrew?
I was just gonna say you should just bring it every time you guys go to the mall. Just bring the skateboard. So if they ask for something, you just hold it up.
Yeah.
Dude, but there's one thing going on with my son.
Someday they'll talk to a therapist about that, and the therapist will side with them because they're paying them. Well, that must have been horrible to not get your own skateboard. That must have left you feeling not loved. And
did you feel like not like your own person? And then all of a sudden, I'm this fucking cruel monster.
You're going to be a better parent. You're going to buy 3 skateboards for your 2 kids.
But here's the thing. Usually when kids are spoiled and shitty like that, they're not good in all aspects of like school and respect. And my son has cornered that market, dude. My son will just look at us and go, honor roll my son has made the honor roll or high honor roll every fucking, every quarter he's made honor roll or high honor roll. He's a standout on the basketball team. And then we just got a note from his teacher going, what a job you're doing with this amazing boy, all this and that. So then he goes to the mall and he's like, no sneakers? And I'm like, buddy, I can't keep buying sneakers. And he's like, well, I guess I'll just keep crushing it for no reason. He totally
said that?
No. I'm saying like that's what he's thinking, you know, because the kid's doing it all. So I'm like, oh man, like, you know, dude, here's the thing with me. Your teacher writes me a note like that, you're getting sneakers.
So Paul, you're creating the monster. Because I have that problem, which is awesome, is my kids have a bunch of relatives out here, but they're always buying them shit. And I tell them, stop buying them shit, and they keep buying them shit.
Yeah.
But I haven't like put my foot down on it. It's fucking nuts to the point that they have some really cool toys that they don't play with them because they don't have the fucking time to play with them, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's really ridiculous, and like, you know, I got to put my foot down on it. So, because I'm not leaving this house. I'm not, and it's like if you guys, I'm not going to become like, you know. So I have like this rule, like, and I don't throw shit out either. I find somebody that wants it, and I give it to them, or you know, occasionally I have something that's kind of cool. I give it to my buddy and he sells it on eBay or whatever. And even then, I just let him keep the fucking money. But like, I just know that, you know, I want somebody that, like, if it's something I really like, I want someone that loves it to get it. But like, I have so much fucking shit, dude. And I always think of you when I come to LA, because I'm like, when Uncle Paulie comes to LA, I got to get your kids something. But in my mind, I'm like, all right, it's got to be small. Bill doesn't want you. So they don't need anything.
I mean,
they don't need anything, dude. They have 2 incredible parents that love them and play with them. I showed you this fucking video. My wife was taking this video last night. I was playing with both of my kids, you know. And I was actually looking at it going, I'm a fucking great dad. I'm not saying I'm a great husband. I'm a great dad, though.
Yeah.
I got work to do. Well, my game, I got to be a better husband, but I'm a fucking great dad. And, like, I got to be honest with you, man. Like, you can get them all the toys in the fucking world. It doesn't matter. But, like, rolling around from 5 to 7 every night is fucking crazy time. We go into the living room. I chase him around the fucking L-shaped couch. I'm the horsey. My kid can catch already. He thinks it's funny. You throw it, hits his chest, he just grabs onto it, and he just starts laughing.
No, that's great.
Fly. My daughter can throw and catch. Like, that type of shit beats all of that iPad stuff and all of that. Hanging out with your kid and all that type of shit. I'm going to tell you something, Paul. Remodeling your fucking house is a nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare. Those contractors, they're going to show up. They're going to show up that first day, Paul. They're going to say they're going to get there at 9. They're going to get there at 9, Paul. And they're going to blow out the side of your house. And then, now that your house is cut wide open like fucking World War I gut wound, they'll get there when they get there. And then the thing that they ordered finally gets there, and then they put it in. All right, what's next? We got to install this. We got to order it. Why the fuck didn't you order it while you put this other fucking thing in?
Dude, you are giving me such anxiety right now about this.
I'm being a friend.
I just got that fucking feeling of like, oh, God.
And in the meanwhile, you're going to have to extend how long you're renting this fucking place. Your wife's going to cry at least a dozen times during it.
Oh, my God.
You guys are going to fight and all of this shit. And you can be like, you know what, then? Fuck the game room. Make it a hair salon. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, listeners, write in and tell us your stories about remodeling your house and adding a fucking addition, Paul.
Oh, by the way, Bill, let's do a little.
I'm gonna read like a Wes Craven script.
Let's do a little. Let's do a little anything better breaking news. Andrew, can you hit that button where it goes bam, bam, bam? Guess what? That house that was fucking $500 million sold. The one that you showed me.
Yeah, for $129 million plus the real estate fee.
I heard 150, but dude, they took a.
No, it's like 141, but it sold for like 129. They broke even. I think the bank got their money back, but that guy lost his ass because he put like 50 million of his own money into it.
And now there's a dispute between two of the financiers to see who's first positioned to make their money back on the sale. They actually reached out. The people that manage that property reached out about a month ago to see if you wanted to take a tour, Bill, but then they sold it, so it was unable to happen.
Saying if I wanted to take a tour?
That's hilarious.
Why didn't you say yes? I would have done that.
We did, and then it sold, and then they said no dice. It sold like 2 days later, and you're making a movie, so, I mean, you couldn't have gone last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like last week they wanted you to go.
Oh, my God. Oh, I would have surprised my wife because that was one of our favorite reality shows.
Yeah.
Watching that guy fucking, I don't know, fucking scratching his arms doing it. He was in deep. The man was in deep.
Bartnick.
Yeah. Dude, he did that. He fucking goes, he did some crazy scratch. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine, like, maybe he can sleep now that they sold that. So good for him. He got that debt off him.
Dude, my
I
wife.
wonder what he's going to build next. I bet he builds like a fucking one-floor cottage. Starts building starter homes in Milwaukee.
Tiny little fucking.
You know, I've done the big thing. Paul, I got to tell you something. And there might probably going to be a lot of listeners that didn't agree with me. At the very least, I gave you the fucking honest truth.
Yeah.
Of putting a fucking addition onto your house. Oh my God. And that stupid ass game room that you want. I'm already seeing all the fucking plastic balls laying all over. How many times am I going to tell you to pick this shit up? It's another fucking messy room.
Well, my kids don't use the rubbery balls anymore. It would be more of like video game shit, movie theater shit. But a little pool table. I'm a sucker for a nice pool table.
Hey, Paul, I got a great idea. Go to a pool hall.
I went. This place was a shithole.
Exactly.
Paul, what about like a guest house on the property that you can just have like an office? That way you can have a podcast studio. Just build a separate structure. Because Bill's right. You're gone if you. I mean, you don't have time to be watching contractors show up.
Dude, I'll be honest with you guys, man. I need a little more space. I need higher ceilings, man. You know
why?
Because I feel.
Oh, you're 5'8". What the fuck do you need high ceilings for?
I just feel like it's a little too small now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. I just feel My kids are getting older. Their friends come over. If both of them have friends over, it's like, it's just not enough. It's like they're running around this small fucking hallway.
Well, they don't live there. You want a hallway that a group of kids can run around in?
No, just have it more like not like that. You know what I mean, man.
Paul, you have too much stuff.
Yeah.
Your kids both have their own room?
My kids both have their own room.
Yes.
Yes.
You have a nice master bedroom? You have plenty of room. You have a kitchen, you have a living room, you have a downstairs area. You have plenty of fucking room. You've just bought too much shit. I've seen your garage, Paul.
Yeah,
it's full of shit you don't use anymore.
It's so true. It's so true.
Get rid of it.
I want my garage empty, clean. Like,
so have a yard sale. Don't add on to your house. You think you add on your house, you can take that shit that you don't use anymore out of the garage? You're just going to get more shit.
No, I mean, you're making points. I can't, you're making points.
I swear to God, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up now because I see that you have your mind made up.
No.
And I'm going to tell you, as a friend, when I feel you collapse into my arms halfway through this build, I want to let you know that cry, it dies with me. I won't tell anybody that it happened.
You were right. They've been on the roof fucking 30 days.
We did a remodel. We had a house one time. We did a remodel while we were living there. I probably took 3 years off of my life breathing in dust. It's probably why it took me so long to get COVID. COVID was like, I'm not going to that body. It's fucking toxic.
Oh, shit. It's BetterHelp, everybody. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Relationships take work. Ain't that the truth?
Yes, it is.
Relationships take work. A lot of us will drop anything to go help somebody we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well. But how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Not often enough, Bill. This month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to take care of your most important relationship, the one you have with yourself. Whether it's hitting the gym, making time for your haircut,
or rubbing one out. No, sorry.
Or even trying therapy. You are your greatest asset. So invest the time and effort into yourself. Like you do for other people. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Anything Better listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/anythingbetter. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/anythingbetter.
All right, Coinbase. Paul, if you've been looking to level up your financial portfolio,
which I have,
it's always good to diversify. When I'm not talking about buying a pair of Jordan 1s and leaving them in the box, Paul. Why not think about cryptocurrency? Backed by the world's leading investors, Coinbase keeps your portfolio safe and secure while adding crypto into your mix. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. Millions of people in over 100 countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets. Whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase. For a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at Coinbase.com/better. Sign up at Coinbase.com/better for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only. So be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/better.
Oh, dude, my wife is standing over me the other day crying as I wake up. That's how I woke up. And she's going, because the garage was left open and we're up in the fucking woods. So a rodent got in through the garage. It was like she goes, there's wood chips on the thing. And I saw a little head and I go, all right. And she goes, I go, all right, man, just, I'm fucking in bed. And she's like, Paul, I just need you to get up. You got to help. My wife, that's the one thing my wife can't fuck with is like any kind of rodent I don't mind them. I don't care. And my cats used to kill the mouse or whatever. And she's like, can you see it was a little big, this and that. So we call up the pest control and the pest control comes in and dude, they said something and Stacy fucking lost it. He goes, listen, he goes, I don't want to freak you out. And he tells me, he goes, a lot of wives don't take this well. He goes, that's not a mouse. He goes, it's called a wood rat. And he goes, and wood rats come from, obviously what they're called, they come from the woods. And what they do is, since a lot of people have chickens and chicken coops, chicken feed is everywhere. And when they sense that they're super smart, when they sense the chicken feed, they come in. So one came in our garage.
Wait. They when they smell the chicken feed, they sense what? That there's chickens there?
Well, yeah, the chicken
That's not super smart, Paul. That's common sense.
No, but rats are super smart, dude. They go in and they see 3D. They have like an infrared 3D, and when something is new, they won't touch it. So the guy called me up. He goes, listen, he goes, I put 3 traps in your garage, but I didn't set them.
Wait a minute, Paul, you see in 3D.
Huh?
We all see in 3D.
No, but the rats see it like panoramic. Like when you have like fucking infrared goggles, they see that and 3D in that, he said.
How do they know that?
That I don't know. But he said to me, this is what he said. He called me up and he goes, look, he goes, I didn't set the traps. I just put the traps in the garage. I didn't set them. Because I'm going to come back and set them in 2 weeks. And I go, why? He goes, the reason I didn't set them is because when the rat comes out and sees those, they're going to know that it wasn't there before and they're going to be hesitant. And that's what he was telling me. So Stacy hears rat and dude, I
love that rats are paranoid.
She goes, it's a rat. And I go, yeah. And then she goes, why are you so nonchalant about this, Paul? There's a fucking rat now. I go, listen, he said it's a wood rat. He also said it's very common and they're coming up because people have chickens. That's it. The garage was left open. It got in somewhere. They're going to kill. Dude, this guy was old school, Bill. This guy was almost 70 and he's got white hair and he's got the full jumpsuit and it says like pest control. Dude, he looked like a movie character. And he just goes, I go, yeah. So what do we do for that? And he just goes, we're going to kill him. And he just goes, we're going to kill him like that. And he's got this flashlight. He goes, they're coming in from here. They know how to go in from here. They're chewing the wood because of this. He's telling us the whole thing. And then everything is good. They set the traps. I tell my wife, don't worry, 2 weeks. Then they're going to be comfortable with the box there. Then he's going to put the feet in. We're going to get him.
What's your cat walk around the garage? They smell a cat, right? They're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
No, the thing about the wood rats and the mice that come in is they go in and they stay in they'll stay in a vent. They're completely concealed. So the cats and dog, like the dog was going like Lloyd just got up out of his bed the other night. And he's going, and I'm going, what's up, boy? And he's going, and he's like looking around. He knew something, but there was no way for him to see.
Is he like that dude in Predator, dry shaving his head?
Yes. That's a perfect analogy. He's looking around. He's going like, and I go, buddy, just lay down. Like I can't,
over there in them trees, over there in that wall.
Exactly. So everything is good. And then Stacy fucking comes to me shaking. And she goes, that's not a fucking rat. That's not a fucking rat. She goes, I just saw this thing. And she exaggerated. She fucking did like this, like it was a cat. I go, Stacy, there's no way it was that big. I go, I've seen rats in New York City. You just went like this. She goes, Paul, I'm telling you. She's like, I think I got to be out of the house, this and that. She's freaking the fuck out. I call the guys. I go, dude, what's going on? It's been 2 weeks. They come and check. All the traps are empty, but now there's no sign of this fucking thing. So I'm hoping it's gone. I told her the other night, I said, just to make you feel better, I think it's gone. And she laughed like
De Niro in Heat, that rat.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You got to be able to walk away. You got to be ready to walk away.
dude. And then the other pest guy comes and he goes, you know how smart they are, right? And I'm going, why you guys keep saying, how do you guys, that's what I said. Like, how do you guys know? He goes, dude, rats are so fucking intelligent about their surroundings that they were like, nope, we're not going there for at least 2 weeks. Cause that's something new. It's pretty impressive, actually.
That is impressive.
You know, but what do you guys, so in,
maybe it's because they all hang out with those scientists for all those years doing experiments. Maybe they picked up some shit, you know?
What do you get out in LA? What do you guys get? Because I'm in the woods. What do you guys get out there? Like snake? It's more snakes, right?
No, not snakes. Yeah, we get the same shit you get.
You get,
I don't know.
You get rodents in the house?
Yeah, rodents, you know, guys come around, they fucking spray shit. I don't know. I've had it all, Paul. I remember when I was a kid, we somehow had squirrels in the wall. I remember having to fucking bait those things that come out. My dad killing them. Jesus. There's a mountain lion. There's a mountain lion that's starting to walk around residential areas. Like, I just don't understand how that thing is allowed to coexist. I mean, the second it starts looking at it as people as a food source, it's done. Someone's going to get... I'm just worried about, it's like, you know, I say to my wife, I'm like, we got a mountain lion coming down around, you know, I mean, fortunately it's not near our house where it's doing it, but it's just like, I think of that fucking thing every time I go out to my garage.
Dude, that's fucking, yeah, that's scary. Like, we've had bobcats, but never a mountain lion like that.
Fucking mountain lion, dude. There's a fucking lion that just walks around neighborhoods in LA. Yeah,
dude, that's, I'll take wood rats all day. Than that shit, man.
Yeah, there's rattlesnakes and shit out here, but they're not like down here. They stay away from people though.
Is the mountain lion attacked anybody? Has there been any reports of attacks?
They goes after little fucking purse dogs.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, they weigh like, you know, a male one weighs like, you know, I don't know, 125, 130. Females weigh like 70 to 80 pounds. So, I mean, that's like a pit bull is like, well, like pit bulls are like like cats are like athletes, like dogs are like nerds. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like cats are like, they fucking move, their agility and all of that shit, their jumping ability, their quickness. All of that. Andrew, you watch a cat move and jump and blah, blah, blah. It's amazing. You see a fucking dog, it's all knees and elbows.
Andrew, can you pull up that cougar? Can you pull up that cougar hissing and going like that to the guy in Utah walking on the trail? And the guy's going, don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Stay back. Did you see that shit?
He's filming it. Why don't you pick up a fucking rock, you idiot? I don't understand why he's filming the fucking thing. Why was he filming that fucking thing?
Yeah. That's
Does he think that because the thing's on Instagram, it's not going to do anything because he's going to get caught?
Are there ways to prevent, I guess when you go up there and you go hiking in Utah, because a couple people were killed, bicyclists were killed by a mountain lion in Denver hiking. Can they give you like lion spray? Like, can you go with a fucking
Well, how about you don't hike where there's mountain lions? Why do they always have to adjust? This is like these fucking people. They go swimming in the ocean. A shark gets killed. Then they try to go find the shark to kill the shark. It's like you went into their world.
Well, I mean, I don't hike.
Dude, every hotel has a fucking pool.
Yeah, but you hike. Don't you hike?
Yeah. Yeah, I hike in the city.
Oh, okay. So you're not going anywhere where you're going where there's no
bears, no lions. There's one mountain lion. And I don't go off the trails. I stay where there's like where I hike. I haven't hiked in fucking years, though. I'll be honest. Once I have kids, I just don't have time. But I used to hike, like Runyon Canyon, and that mountain lion is over in another group of hills. Like there's like a highway between it. Now it's like starting to walk down the fucking street like Bill Bixby, right? So we used to do fucking Runyon Canyon, and there was just wall to wall people going up and coming down. I mean, it was funny to me. It was just like, this really isn't nature. But then if you went up there earlier, before everybody got up there, you'd always run into like a coyote, and those things were always sort of looking at you and shit, but you're too big for them. Yeah. You know, those predators, it's like, you know, their whole thing is they want a quick, easy kill. They don't want to get hurt themselves. That's why they, you know, when they chase a herd, they go after the weak one. They go after the baby or whatever because it's an easy kill. I don't have to deal with this thing, you know, kicking me or fucking bite me or any of that type of shit. You know, some of those things that have horns or whatever, you know.
Andrew, do you have that or no?
Hope that wasn't too deep for everybody as I was describing nature.
Here, is this it?
Yeah, I've seen this guy.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, there's all these rocks in the foreground that he could pick up and give him a nice brushback pitch.
Yeah, see, yeah, you're right, dude. Because that time the cat looked.
Look at all those rocks. Look at all those rocks. This idiot is holding on to his fucking iPhone. You know what's weird about predators? It's a hell of a gamble. If you run at them, it freaks them out and they run away. Like running away from them, I guess, triggers. This is what I learned on YouTube, Paul, from probably a guy who puts additions onto split entry houses.
See, that cat doesn't look like it's really wants any like trouble.
No,
and this guy is still doing that.
Paul, you didn't see that mock charge here? Is this it right here? It's also hissing and all of that. He's like looking around. Should I do this shit? Should I do that? I don't know. Got on a jacket. I mean, can I get to his neck?
There's Andrew. It's muted. I want to just hear if he's hissing. Can.
Holy babies and mama got to be right there, don't they?
Yeah, that thing is like thinking about it right there.
Yeah, that right now. Yeah. Before I thought it was like further away and didn't want to. Now I would be.
Yeah, look at that right there, Paul. It's kicking up dust on that trail.
Oh shit, man.
Holy. No, go away.
Holy fuck.
No.
Wow.
Dude, look how fast that fucking thing is.
Whoa.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dude,
Fuck you.
What?
Holy.
Fuck you. You do not go out there. You know, all these fucking assholes saying they're going to take away people's guns. There's shit like that out there.
Dude, that is like, and look at that. Look how woodsy that, dude, they'll never find that kid if that thing gets dragged into the.
Look how woodsy that is.
Dude, if he falls off of that.
The comments from animal experts do say that it probably wasn't trying to attack because the guy was way bigger. The area that it was in, there's plenty of prey, and that it was probably just scared and protecting something.
Yeah, he's slowly. Bill's right. Bill's right. He's slowly going back with a camera talking about it, where it's like.
Well, let me tell you something. All right, just shut this off. This is giving me fucking anxiety.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude, fuck. But I will tell you something that I love about cats. Okay, it is over quick. If you had to choose between a bear, a big stupid ass fucking bear.
You don't think a grizzly attack would be quick?
No. Dude, those things just grab you and then just bite. A fucking, because they're just big. They just sit on you and they start eating you.
Oof.
You never watch how they kill. They don't kill the deer.
No,
they just start eating. The deer's going like with its dumb tongue going, no.
No, I can't do. I can't watch that. When they start pulling away a live animal skin, I can't do it, dude. I can't.
Oh, it's awful. That's where horrible. So if you get a cat, it goes right for your fucking neck. You're like, oh, it chokes you out. It just sits there, holding you, looking around until you stop breathing. And then it starts eating.
My buddy who's a cop in Harlem was telling me that guy that had the tiger in Harlem, and people thought it was a stuffed animal, dude. The guy had a fucking.
I remember that.
And it was a full-on tiger, and it was looking out the window like my cat does here, but it was a fucking tiger. It's just like looking around and shit at birds. And someone, it took like they said like hours to somebody who's just like, dude, that's a real tiger. And then they went into the guy's house, and the guy had all types of shit. Guy had
an alligator and shit. I remember that when I first moved to New York.
You were in New York when that happened, yeah.
Dude, that's when New York was really was still fucked up. I know it's getting fucked up again, which is so disappointing to see. It is going to be hilarious if Times Square becomes scummy again to watch, like, hookers in front of the M&M store. It used to make sense when they were all jerk-off joints and stuff.
And some kid fucking pissed me off. He goes, really, Paul? Hasn't it, like, he just said, it was a guy that lived in New York and didn't like that I said that, like, there's definitely stuff going on. And then, like, the next day, that hammer attack happened, and then something else happened. And
when I moved to New York in 95, it was the box cutter thing. Everybody had, like, box cutters. You know what's funny to me? A box cutter was like this. You held it. Where's my camera? You held it like this, and you went down the side of the box. I didn't know those ones were like that. I'm thinking, like, how the fuck do you cut somebody? There's a guard on it. I didn't know you had those ones where you just pull it out, and they were just slashing people on the subway.
Oh, when you actually take it out, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that's criminal activity, Bill. They could go into the fucking hardware store to get a box cutter, and they're fucking doing that shit, man. I won't ride the subway down here. I'm not right now. I mean, not. I just.
You never did. You always wanted to keep your sneakers clean. You've always been a car guy. I don't think I've ever seen you on the subway.
With you and maybe me and you on it once, maybe if that. I think we left the game hammered and we went on one.
Yeah, and you always have like these, like, come on, man, let's take the subway. You always have that sort of look on your face. Subway. Not taking the subway. I love the subway. Let's
go grab a slice and get an Uber. What are we doing? Oh, Bill, let's talk about this.
I love the subway.
No, dude, I fucking hate. Dude, I was on an airplane. We got to talk about this real quick because something with sports came up. But I'm on. I did this weird thing where I flew first class one way, and then the lady that books my stuff, for some reason, I end up on a middle seat in the back, and I'm going, what? So the guy walks over, and I don't know if he was with his boyfriend or not, but he goes, hey, man, I'll give you the window if we just sit next to each other, if you want to just scoot over to the window. And I was like, thank you. And boy, did the universe equal that great gesture out. This fucking kid falling asleep, going like this into me.
Oh, no.
Dude, I have my arm here, and he took my armrest because the armrest goes to the person who's on the right. And he's going. And then finally, dude, I put my arm here, and he kept doing it, dude, for fuck. And I said, fuck it. So I'm going to Arizona. I just go first class. I don't go. She goes, oh, it'll be there. I go, I'm not doing it anymore. So anyway, so check this out, Bill. Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos, Bill. Your boy.
Wait. Are you making enough money to fly first class?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Paul.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain flights I got points. I'm not fucking doing it all the time. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm not going 4 or 5 hours without sitting there. Just not doing it. I can't do it. I need sleep, dude.
You're a fucking baby, man.
No, dude,
You're a fucking baby, dude.
Bill, how many years have I toughed it out, dude? I've been doing this shit almost 20 years. You mean to tell me if I could afford to go one way to fucking West Coast, I shouldn't do it? Come on, man.
I just asked you. I'm just looking out for your money here, Paul. Paul, I'm really helping you out on this podcast. Don't fly first class if you're making two grand all in for the fucking week.
No,
I'm saying. If you're making twice that, don't do that. Don't do that, Paul.
No.
Paul, don't do that.
I'm not doing. No, that I would not do. No. I would not.
Fucking jerk off. What you should have done was wake him up. Hey, buddy, you're drooling on my shoulder.
I went like this to his.
And then you spend only $400. You learn how to confront people.
I would never buy.
I remember one time I was at an airport and this guy's like, I said, buddy. And he looks over. He's like, I go, you're shouting. And he just goes, into my phone? I go, yes. You know what he said? He goes, sorry. I said, no problem.
He was yelling next to you?
Yeah, he was on his phone. You know what he sounded like? He sounded like a toddler. You know, they have like no volume control and they just come walking into a room screaming.
Oh, that's great. Oh, it's fucking great. Now, some people have no concept, dude, when they do
You
business.
just crack me up because me being German Irish, I am wired to just take it. And you, I swear to God, if there's a 2-degree temperature, you're like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. I remember one time you were talking about I think private jets. You're just like, yeah, dude, I need that in my life. Like when I can afford to do that, I'm just doing that. I'm flying private. I'm going to turn my driveway into an airstrip. I'm walking out of my house and I'm getting on the plane and I'm just going to fly to the fucking gig.
I would, yeah. What you're saying is true, but I would not do something I can't afford. If I'm flying first class,
Paul,
I can afford.
I'm going to tell you something, Paul. I'm going to get this is me. I am being your financial. Look at me, goddammit. I am giving you the best financial advice. I'll tell you this right now. Nobody can afford to fly private. Nobody.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the stupidest fucking waste of money. Every once in a while, once in a while, if my wife, we're going to go somewhere, to make them happy.
Occasion, right.
But to sit there and people go like, oh, you build it into the deal. You build it into your deal. It's like, dude, you are the deal.
Yeah.
You think they're taking that money out of their pocket? They're taking it out of your pocket. You just don't see it on the itemized list now.
You were the one to teach me about that with riders in the green room, where I remember one time I went to Bill when I was like, this is like, dude, you know what's nuts? This January is like 4 years since I haven't opened for you anymore, which is so fucking how much time went by.
Wow.
Yeah. But I remember one time, me, dude, I was like this young, like, I was still like early 30s, late 20s. And like, I was opening for you. I go, dude, why don't you if they're getting you, why don't you get like sushi and candy in here and shit? And you just go, what? We pay for that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Doesn't the venue? And you were like, no, they bring it. And like, get bottles, get sushi, and I'm like,
and then what they're gonna do is buy a whole bunch of the shit because they know that you're not gonna drink it. They're gonna charge you 3 times the fucking amount service fee, and then what you don't drink, you've lined their refrigerators.
Yep.
That's what you do. I'm telling you what it is. Do you ever read that book? I think it was called The K. I forget what it was. It was Old Man in the Sea. That's the one. Old Man in the Sea. When he goes out and he gets that giant fish. That whole fucking metaphor, Paul. That's what happens. You get a big fish, everybody comes in and starts taking a bite out of it, and by the time you get home, you got a fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
And the government hasn't even hit you with that overhand Tyson right. Remember when that Geese Osby looking dude got back up and he came running in and he just did this and he fucking punched him? He thought the guy died. That's what the government does to you every fucking the end of the year.
Hey, man. Andrew, we got to name this like financial help podcast or something. Anything better, looking out for people. Hold on to your...
I have my biggest fucking tour coming up after this movie. I'm buying 2 shirts and a pair of pants. That's it.
See, yeah, that's it. That's definitely the difference between me and you. Because I would have definitely, if that was my biggest tour, definitely a few pairs of sneakers in there, but nothing crazy.
Paul, you were gonna dress like you used to be in the Commodores. I know you, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, if you were crushing it, you got that Mediterranean blood. You can't just be crushing it. You need people to know it. No. You hear what I just said?
No.
Yes.
No, but that's not true.
I see a giant PV medallion.
No. See, that's where I think you have me wrong.
Well, you told me if you made money, you were going to go through a fur coat phase, and you were dead serious.
Right, but that's not for the people. That would be for me.
Who's it for? You just going to wear a fur coat around your house?
Dude, I got to show
Nobody buys a fur coat for themselves. You buy that for other people to look at you and be like, oh my God, look at that chinchilla motherfucker. He's killing it.
All right, dude, can you guys see this? This is my father holding me.
Oh my God, I love this picture.
Listen, first of all, I didn't even realize. Brett Ernst goes, dude, look at the trim curtains. He goes, that's fucking tremendous. But I didn't realize that it's in front of my dad's shotgun case. But if you look closely, my dad has cash in his hand. Look at this. My dad has cash in his hand, and he has. I have one with the. I have one that's an up close.
Your dad looks like he owns an island.
Look. This is the up close. This is my dad's hand here. He's got cash. He's got a ring, and he's got the thing. And I'm just like, so I definitely
He's the first Instagram model. Your dad was an influencer back in the 70s.
Like, Tommy, we want to do a picture with you and Paulie. All right, get in front of the shotgun case. Get in front of the curse and the shotgun. Give me my money clip. Give me my money.
And I tell you something, Paul? You combine that with social media. That's how Kim Kardashian got herself robbed. You don't do that shit. I love, you know what my favorite thing is? My favorite thing is gun nuts talking about the guns they have in their house. Just giving the blueprint for the guy. Dude, I got a shotgun right above the door frame. I got a 22 over here. It's like, where else do you have all your weapons, you fucking idiot?
One dummy did that and got arrested because one of the guns wasn't registered. And he's going, yeah, right here, my Glock 20 something. And the cop looked at it and was like, that's not a legal
This is
gun.
what you do when you're on a podcast and somebody asks you, do you have a gun in your house? You say, no, I don't.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to know. You don't want them to know what the fuck you have coming.
My safe with 400,000 cash is behind the picture. In case anybody wants to know, combination is 19.
Combination is my daughter's birthday because I love her so much. Shout out to you, Gina. Fucking morons. Paul, listen, you learned a big lesson here. Keep your mouth shut. Don't rat on your friends. Don't ever put an addition on your house. Don't buy anything. Have a yard sale. Have a fucking yard sale.
You make a good point.
Paul, you know something? One of the greatest things you can ever have in life is to be happy with what you have and to enjoy the aging process.
Oh, man. Look at that.
Bill
Burr with the words of wisdom.
That's it, Paul. Be happy with what you have and enjoy the aging process. And just find the humor in the whole fucking thing. That you are so not important that you are going to die, but you're alive right now. So have a good fucking time.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a good time is not owning a bunch of shit.
No, but a good time is smoking a stick with your buddy, having a fucking pop, watching a game. It's a good time.
And you know what's great about after smoking the stick? It's gone and it doesn't take up any space in your house. I'm going to have a walk-in humidor.
I'm going to cremate my...
Yeah. Oh my God. Bobby Kelly has, like, I swear to God, like, that guy's enough cigars for fucking 40 guys for their whole life. He literally could have his own cigar, like, convention.
No, dude, he does. He has like 800 to 1,000 cigars, and it all started at a birthday party of mine where he never smoked. And he goes, all right, dude, for you, I will. It's your surprise party. And then he turned into a fucking, he like knows the company owners. Like he went all in, man.
No, Bobby is like, he's like,
did you see Bobby fall off stage?
No, is he all right?
Oh my, did you see that, right, Andrew? Yeah, they were fucking around they were fucking around and they had like a prong and they fucking zapped him with it and he stepped off and he fell out and they were, it was like a joke, but dude, I was just like, but he was laying there still for a while and like didn't move, but he was fucking around, but it looked like something was brutal.
I know. Yeah. He fucked up his knee on that, the fuck was that tour way back in the day? Dane Cook's,
Tourgasm, I believe.
Tourgasm. Yeah. He fucked up his knee on that.
All right, Bill, what do you think? Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos. The AFC has now gained another monster quarterback along with what? Herbert, Mahomes. Now you got Russell Wilson.
Well, he's now back in the AFC West where the Seattle Seahawks used to play. But yeah, what a division, huh? See, and you know what's funny? He's the grizzled vet now of the AFC West.
Dude, he's going to be 34 years old. He's probably like 3 years away from hanging it up, I would imagine. I mean, unless he pulls
4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say. Well, look, from what I heard, they got 1,000 picks for the guy. And here's my question: does Pete Carroll Does Pete Carroll have it? Was Russell Wilson already there when Pete Carroll got there, Andrew, or was that his draft pick?
Oh,
he's looking it up.
That's a good question, but
because that's my thing. If I'm the Seattle owner, if I tell you right now, Paul, if I own the Seahawks of Seattle, my question is, which came first, the Russell Wilson or fucking Pete Carroll?
The chicken or the egg? The chicken or the egg?
Pete Carroll is, despite how good he looks, he's 70. I think he's the oldest coach in the NFL.
What does Pete Carroll do on a weekend in the off season when there's no football?
Paul, what is your deal with Pete Carroll? Is it that great head of hair?
No.
Is it the fact that he goes, woo, when they score? What is it about him? You got a fucking hair across your ass about that guy.
It's how he left USC. It's knowing that UFC...
He left it like a fucking wood rat.
Dude, like he left UFC knowing that they were gonna be like, you know, not count for a year. Like they were in shambles and he just walked out the back door and went like that. And for me, when a man does that, they're kind of dead to me. They're kind of dead to me, man. You're going with the ship. You go down with the ship. But
I mean, that was like some fucking, you know, Bugs Bunny shit where he's on a rock and right before it hits the ground, he steps off it and he doesn't die. Yeah, that was that was an amazing move.
Like Pete Carroll.
I gotta be honest with you, because that stink stayed on USC and did not follow Pete Carroll up to USC.
Seattle. At all. It was like he just put on a different color coat and he was free.
Yeah, he rebranded himself.
He was what?
Pete Carroll did draft him. In his first season, Carroll completely overturned the Seahawks roster, totaling over 200 transactions in the course of only one season. The moves paved way for a 4-2 start to the 2010 season.
They won a Super Bowl within 3 years? 4 years? 3 years. They won 2013.
I'm sure Pete Carroll's fun to have a beer with. Pete, if you're listening to this podcast, you know, I call you Sneaky Pete. It's all in fun.
He is Sneaky Pete. He ran out the back door, Pete. He ran right out the back door. Woo! Right out to Seattle.
I'll tell you this, though, man. If there's any early NFL
he was in there putting his UFC gear through a paper shredder. All his hoodies and shit. He left like the fucking locksmith in Pope of Greenwich Village, which I will keep making references to that movie until you see it.
Oh, somebody reached out to me and said that you could see Pope of Greenwich Village now streaming on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. So the wind came blowing in. Paul, we're going to watch that, dude, when we go to the Masters, buddy.
Yes.
Back at the house. We're going to sit down. We're going to fucking grill up some steaks. What a day that's going to be. We're going to smoke some sticks, and we're going to put the fucking Pope of Greenwich Village on.
Dude, I'm shutting everything down until then. Everything is shut sticks, booze,
heroin, blow,
all of that shit. Dude, by the way, I don't know if you're watching Kevin Costner's Yellowstone, but episode 1 of season 4 was one of the hardest shits I've ever watched. Dude, episode 3 ended with an attempt on all their lives, and you don't know if they survive.
Don't, because I got to start that series.
Okay. Dude,
was there a gunfight in that cowboy show? Don't ruin for me.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of
horses, Bill. Shh.
Kevin Costner, dude. That dude's a fucking man, dude. Just walking out with a cowboy hat and shit. The guy's just fucking awesome. But
he's a great dude. I did a movie with him and Mike Binder. Mike Binder wrote and directed it. What was it? Black or White. That's how I met Mike Binder. Kevin Costner was cool as hell, and one night he's such a good guy. He took me out bow fishing.
That's what I mean. What kind of man? Like, that's a manly. You know, it's like, hey, Bill, let's go get some beers. It's like, oh, you want to go bow fish? It's like, what?
Yeah. I got a few.
Did you?
I shot an alligator gar. I felt bad because they threw it back. But the thing looked fucking vicious. And then I found out it's really like, you know, kind of introverted and likes to read books or some shit. I forget what the hell it was, but I felt horrible afterwards. I'm not good with that shit. You know what I mean?
Me neither, dude.
Like if I'm gonna eat the fucking thing.
No,
you know?
I can't hunt, man. I told you in 8th grade I shot
the other shit. No, but we kept a lot of the shit to eat it. But that thing, I guess you don't eat alligator guards. And it just went through the back. It's fine. I'm like, I fucking impaled the thing.
No. I don't like killing anything, dude. I killed a bird once and I cried like a fucking baby in 8th grade. And I never hit anything again.
I think you cried more like a fucking emotionally developed human being.
No, dude, I saw this thing gasping for its last breath at my hand and I fucking felt horrible about it. And I was like, what am I doing? That thing was just doing what birds do, sitting in a branch chilling, and stupid me. I got a pellet gun. Yeah, get another CO2. I think it's still alive. And then the thing flopped at my feet and was bleeding. And I was like, oh my God, I can't do it. I don't understand. Like, and I know people listening to this, what are you, a pussy? There's too many deer. They're overpopulated. Okay, but I can't, that shit you said about deer, do that Crystalia thing where Crystalia said he shot a deer and the deer just goes, it's going,
fucking brutal.
He goes, it was like screaming like a person. If I saw that and I knew that I did that, I would be a mess, dude. I'm a fucking mess.
I gotta be honest with you, Paul. It really, like seeing how what animals do to each other and predator and prey. I know that's how the whole, it's just like, I don't believe in a caring God. Just don't. You know what's the worst on all those videos? There's always one asshole that has to write, I know this is harsh, but this is nature. Like, it's like, dude, I understand what I'm watching, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't need your lesson.
Stop acting like you fucking Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, right, you don't need your lesson of
air conditioning and your fucking heater.
Yeah, you're the father giving discipline that needs to be done. It's like, I kind of know how I've been alive enough to know. I've read.
Or like if it's a really sick video, somebody has to like leave like a joke to show how unaffected they are.
Yeah.
Like I saw one time these lions were literally running away with a baby giraffe that was still in like the embryo sac. Like the thing, it gave birth. And they grabbed it and somebody writes, fresh meat. I just want to be like, oh, wow, man, you're fucking edgy.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
So, Bill, going back to the football thing with Wilson, I think
Wilson! You saw the video? Wilson! Pete Carroll floating in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Russell Wilson's head's floating away. Wilson!
That's great. I think Justin Herbert's the guy this year, man. I think Justin Herbert, that amazing game he had against the Raiders that they ended up losing in overtime.
I was tripping on mushrooms watching that. That's one of the great football games I ever watched.
I think he's the guy, dude. I think he's going to take the Chargers to the place that nobody's been able to take them. I think that kid is awesome, man.
Which is what, Paul?
What's that?
Where is that place?
Where's the Super Bowl next year?
So you're saying that they're going to win a Super Bowl? Have the Chargers ever won a championship?
Not in my life. No, not in my lifetime. Maybe 70s.
I don't want to hear about your lifetime, Paul.
Dan Fouts, did he win one?
No. They won an AFL title, I believe, early on. Can you look at it? They both beat the Bills, right?
Well, Bill, you're good at this. Do you think Justin Herbert's got what it takes to do it, or no?
Was it the LA Chargers too that won it, or was it San Diego? They were in LA for their first year. Then they went down to San Diego.
San Diego
Superchargers. I didn't know you remember that one. That was a good one. What about Houston Oilers? Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers #1.
What a fucking jersey and logo that was. The Houston Oilers were the best, dude. The best.
I'll tell you, USFL is supposed to be coming back. They had some good ones. The Houston Gamblers.
Oh, God.
That's a good one, right?
Yes.
I like the Oakland one, like the fist holding the lightning bolt. That was a good one. I was kind of upset that the Boston Breakers didn't come back. By the way, I went to one of their games. Boston Breakers versus the Washington Federals at Nickerson Field, which I believe is the First or second place, the the Boston Patriots played. The Boston Patriots played in Nickerson Field, Fenway Park, in Harvard Stadium before getting their own stadium in 1970.
I like
Stadium.
I like
Out on Route
Washington's.
1.
I like Washington's name, the Commanders. I like that. I actually like the Commanders.
Chicago Blitz.
That's a good one.
No, it's the Washington Federals, Chicago Blitz, the Philadelphia Stars. That was a good one. The Jacksonville Bulls. What was the one that
cut out for a second?
Steve Young was on, like some Tampa Bay one? Dude, there was some gunslingers in that league. Steve Young, Jim Kelly, Bobby A. Bear with the Michigan Panthers winning the first fucking USFL Super Bowl.
Yeah. And
I don't know anything about it, but Herschel Walker with Doug Flutie for the New Jersey Generals.
Come on, I know all those guys. You didn't name anybody I didn't know. I didn't know those teams, though.
Kelvin Bryant.
That guy I don't know.
44 from the UNC Tar Heels. Hey, what about you saw Coach K? Did you watch the last home game?
Did you see what he said?
No, what did he say? I watched it.
Oh, no. Andrew he talked to the crowd afterwards and said it's embarrassing and unacceptable. He said it to the whole crowd. Can you put that up?
Well, I didn't see that part that they lost.
They lost, and then Coach K is at center court, and he just basically fucking said it's an embarrassment. Dude, can you pull that up? Coach K apologizing to crowd. Dude, it's fucking awesome, dude. It's funny you brought that up because I was going to say that after the Justin Herbert thing. Oh, dude, Coach K.
You know what scared me, dude? I was like, wow, man, that guy coached there for 42 years. That's amazing. Then I thought, wait a minute, I've been doing stand-up for 30 years. What the fuck? But he coached a few other places before. My biggest sports regret, Paul, one of them, was I was in North Carolina from 1987 to 1988. Jim Valvano was coaching at NC State. Coach K was at Duke, and Dean Smith was still at North Carolina, and I went to 0 games. I was some East Coast idiot. Fucking idiot. I don't know what I think I just thought, like, I don't have any money. I can't get tickets to that shit. I didn't know you could just stand there and scalp a ticket.
We went to one of the best last Duke North Carolina games where Duke actually won. We were at, like, it was only 5-6 years ago. I know they've won a couple, but we went to a great one where they came back. Andrew, can we pull that up or no? It's not. Yeah. Check this out, dude. This is awesome. And then we got any sound or?
Watch that whole thing fall apart. You're like, and then wait a minute. Remember any sound?
This isn't part of the program. This is impromptu by me. I'm sorry about this afternoon. Please, everyone be quiet. Let me just say, it's unacceptable. Today was unacceptable, but the season has been very acceptable.
And that right there, Paul, is why he wins.
Listen to what he closes with.
So the season isn't over, all right?
Dude, I'm ready to run through a wall, and I don't play any sports.
Dude, he just basically sent a message to his bench going, this season isn't over, and just fucking walked to the locker room.
You know what I love about that? That's the mic drop moment, and he didn't have to drop the mic. That's an old school guy. Has a mic drop moment, doesn't even have to fucking touch the microphone.
Yeah, Rex Ryan would have thrown the microphone through the roof.
Ralphie May would have dropped the mic. I remember Ralphie May, rest his soul. Funny bastard. He used to do like a minute and a half of stand-up on, what the fuck was it? Last Comic Standing. And he fucking would drop the mic. We used to tease him about that. God damn it. There's so many dead comics. It's so fucking depressing.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it sucks.
Fucking brutal.
What are you doing? What are you doing this week? Are you doing anything important, Bill, over there in California? Are you busy at all? Or?
Yeah, I know. We got our first big boy week. We got 5 days coming up. I got a bunch of lines I have to memorize. And but I gotta tell you, even though they're like 12-hour days, I'm having a fucking blast. Amazing actors, crew, the whole fucking thing. Miramax has been cool as shit. It's awesome. Yeah. So I think people are gonna like this one.
That's great.
I got a really good I got a really good feeling about it. And like I don't no matter what, Paul, I'm making the movie that, me and Ben Tischel, my writing partner, want to make. And it's like I can't talk too much about it, but it's gonna be I'm excited about it. Very excited.
That's awesome, man. That's fucking cool to do, especially to fucking write shit and then do it. It's so fun when you work with your friends too.
No, I gotta believe I've been on set going like, at one point I go, dude, we sat in this room. I called him up one day. I was like, you know what? I just want the drop off. I got an idea for a fucking movie. And he goes, dude, we should fucking write that. I was like, all right, But Ben is like, no, I'm coming over tomorrow. We just started fucking writing it. And right through the pandemic, Zoom just wrote it, rewrote it, and fucking pitching it, and people, not liking it or saying it was too this or it's too that. And then, people going, okay, we'll give you the money for it and we'll completely bend you over. And we're like, well, we're not doing that. Took a while, but now it's going. I can't believe it. No, this shoot is going to go by so goddamn quick. Am I going to smoke a cigar when I go? That's a wrap, and that's a picture wrap. Oh yeah, dude. It's going to be, that's going to be a party. That's going to be a party. Yeah.
Nothing is like the stick when a big project is done. Oh, that's
stick. Oh yeah. And then you know what, dude? Then like 10 days later, I'm going to be walking fucking Augusta with you guys.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna be insane. But
I can't believe we're going back to the Masters, dude. Like this is gonna be. It's like for anybody that's been there. We were fortunate enough. I was fortunate enough to go in 2010 with Bill after we did the Punchline together. Augusta's like walking into a picture, dude. It's like you're in Georgia on this main strip of cars, and then you go through this gate and you just step into a picture.
It's the weirdest thing because you just assume that everywhere around there. It's just this whole ritzy area, and it isn't. It's just literally one of those streets that has all the fucking corporate stores on it. There's like a Walmart, a fucking Waffle House, a Jiffy Lube and shit, and then you make a right, and there you are. You're at the Masters.
I can't, and we're going with a nice deep crew. We're rolling in there pretty deep, man.
This is going to be... Yeah, you got to keep the chit chat. Like, I don't know. I know we went there on a Sunday. I've never been on there on a Saturday where, like, by Sunday, it's just like the people that have a shot, I believe. But I always heard like Thursday's the fun one. There's all kinds of people. Dude, I'll tell you.
We're going on
movie. This is a tradition, but if you don't make the cut, like the tradition, you should go out and get fucking blind drunk or some shit. That's what somebody tried to tell me. I remember one night I was in a cigar bar. Surprise, surprise, out here. And this dude came in solo. Fucking hammered. And he's a professional golfer and he didn't make the cut. He was a young kid. And I'll tell you, dude, he was looking for a fight. He was not a happy drunk. And there was a tattoo parlor right next door and fucking motorcycles out front. And I was thinking, like if this kid's... I was actually nervous for him. Like, this kid should not be walking around... Like, we're like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm fucking great. Like, he had, like, that vibe. What do you do? I'm a golfer. Yeah, well, I didn't make the fucking cut today. And we were, like, stone sober looking at him like, all right, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just felt the...
that vibe is brutal.
Anger. I didn't... You know what? It's that, this guy... It's the vibe most of you guys have after you do a round of golf. It's one of the funniest things that I do it to get exercise and relax like 99 times out of 100 when you fucking call me up. Paul, how was golf? You know, the first 7 holes was great. And I got the 8 fucking, fucking thing falls. It just sounds horrible.
That guy probably lost out on a lot of money, though, too. And he sounds like a drunk. So that's just a bad combo.
Well, I mean, John Daly did pretty well with the liquor in golf. John Daly was just like, I mean, there has to be a movie about that guy. Dude, you know what? Is you can't do it because it's actually pro-alcoholism. Because the guy was just such a highly functioning, and he was unapologetic about it. He goes, man, I remember one time we were playing a round of golf. Me and this other guy. It starts raining out, so they call it. And he goes, so we just went back and just started drinking. Dude, they kept drinking all night long. Sun comes up. They went back out there in the same clothes and finished the round. I mean, this guy has stories, Paul, that are just I mean, dude, and just watching him crushing that fucking ball. I heard they used to, after he would hit, they would never show him unless he was hitting because he'd be sitting at his bag like this.
Yeah, drinking, smoking butts. He was smoking cigarettes, drinking. He put it down, and then he would hit. I think he hit one of the longest, 400. He hit like.
It was like he was on a public, like a municipal course, right?
Just crushing.
Crushing.
Yeah. Crushing. Him and his son just won the father-son thing. They just won the father-son thing.
Oh, I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, I heard his book is amazing too. Like but he loves crushing beers. He loves I think alcohol made him just kind of concentrate on the game more. Where
he said I played better when I was drunk.
Yeah, which would not be the case for someone like me or you. Like we would have 2 beers and all.
It wouldn't affect my game either way, Paul. My handicap's like $140. I'm not into where it goes. I'm into how far it goes. Like I just grew up playing baseball. So I remember one time seeing there was the green was here and then behind it was the trees. And all I was thinking was, I just want to clear those trees. It was like wiffle ball.
What I loved about golf is I kind of went out there alone. And I'd get paired up with old men. And I just wanted to learn, I was a comic. You know, my wife worked full time. I was just I didn't have any agent or manager, so I would get up where I could. So I just got clubs and I would show up to a course and I would pay. And these guys dude, I would play with old men I didn't know. And I learned and heard some of the funniest shit on a golf course
awesome.
ever. Dude, one old guy just goes, he goes, you know why they call it golf? I go, why? He goes, because fuck was taken. The guy was 80. Right. And then another time. No, you're going to love this one, Bill. You're going to love this one. I might have said this before on a Virzi effect. Whatever. I hit a ball and it started out. It was weird. It started out low. Like it starts grazing the sand, but then just fucking flew up. And as it got down, as it kept going down, it started to get good. And I was like, I just probably got lucky because I've seen pros do that. I probably just hit it wrong and got lucky. And this old guy goes, he goes, there it is. It's the mother-in-law shot. And I go, what's that? He goes, yeah, the further away it gets, the better it looks.
Oh my God, that reminds me of an old joke. Me and Patrice were joking around one time. We came up with this thing. You describe a girl's looks. It was said that girl has rocket launch good looks. Because as she's walking towards you, that girl's a 10, 9, 8.
That's fucking great. Oh, dude.
Yeah, we would say this girl, we were like, that girl's a 10. And I go, wait, 9. He goes, 8. And then I go, one of us said fucking, we go rocket launch.
Oh, dude, that is fucking great. No,
What about that time when we were in Germany? And you go, look at that girl, huh? She's pretty fucking cute, huh? I go, I don't know, Paul. There's a lot of paint in that house. Remember she had all that makeup on?
Oh, she can't. Were we with Kenny then? Something
Yeah,
happened.
we were in that. We were in a mall in Germany, and that woman,
dude, when you said there's a lot of
I don't know,
paint,
Paul. There's a lot of paint on that house.
Oh my! That was a great one. That was a fucking great. I got to be honest. The countdown one might take the cake. Dude, oh, 9 impromptu. That's the best.
Yeah, that was another great place. Just standing out in front of Caroline's, fucking joking around. There was that great pizza place that used to be on the corner, is no longer there. There was a music store diagonally across. I bought every drum instructional videotape. I still have those things. I can't get rid of them because they're sentimental to me. But I have on VHS. Oh, dude! Like I everybody. I have every single one somewhere in my. That's another thing too. Like, who do I even give those to? Why did I buy those? I never got any better at drums. I used to just like watching them.
You play still, right?
Yeah, I do. Look, I'm really good for a comedian. Dude, I'll tell you who's a fucking beast, Andrew. Andrew's a beast of a guitarist and songwriter and all that shit. I'm telling you, he's very, he's quiet, man. He's a fucking quiet dude. That guy can fucking play.
Yeah.
Tasteful. And he's coming up with his own shit.
And now that we're patting Andrew Themeles on the back.
You know what? If I grew up in Beverly Hills, I could do that too.
Dude, I got an email. Somebody said, "Hey, did we go to school together? I grew up in Beverly Hills." I was like, dude, I did not grow up.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. Bill called me the truth.
Long time I used to try to start this rumor that that Chelsea Peretti was from Sacramento. Because I used to always tease her about back in the day about being from Northern California. And I used to try to get this thing going on Twitter. Like how I said about Paul, New Jersey's own. I used to do that to her, saying Sacramento.
Dude, you know how many people have reached out to me and said that? Like, Virzi, what part of Jersey are you from? And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not from Jersey, dude. I don't really like driving. I'm a New Yorker. They're like, oh, I just thought, or like people, Jersey's own. And I'm like, no. Pride of Trenton. Like, nah, dude, nah.
4 years since you opened for me. You're still shaking that off.
I gotta get that stink off still.
Paul's first.
The Newark Clipper.
Paul's first appearance, your first appearance on the Monday Morning Podcast was 8 years ago last week.
Wow. What?
That was that Canada trip? That was only 8 years ago?
8 years ago last Thursday, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were like gone for the whole month of March.
Yeah, but I did it at your house one time when we went to that Little Dom's restaurant.
No, but the first time you did it, we were in that hotel room. And that was the time you said, if I could go back in time, I'd take a time machine, go back to the Revolutionary War. And
I remember that, but I did it one other time at your house before that, when we went out to Little Dom's to eat.
Yeah, I think this was just the first full one.
But that was like the first full one, where the time machine one, which is still, when somebody did an animation of it, was great. Somebody did an animation of it coming out with Uzis and shit. It was great. But
and then you'd say to George Washington, "You're welcome." He was going to come out and just start lacing redcoats.
No, the line was, you said, Paul, they would fricking be so freaked out and kill you. Like or something like they did to Jesus or something. I go, I'd be Jesus. And you go, yeah, look what they did to him. They killed him. And I go, he didn't have an Uzi.
and then there was dead silence when Bill asked what happens when you run out of bullets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what happens when you run out of ammo? And I just had nothing. I was like, I'll bring enough.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Jump back in the time machine. All right, listen, I gotta get out of here because I found a place that recycles flat screen TVs, and there's one that's been in my garage forever. So,
oh, there you go. There's a nice little way to wrap this up. Is talking about
Paul.
Don't hoard, get rid of your shit.
Yeah. Maybe
all right. Well, guys, this has been. Pretty soon I'm going to be in LA, and we're going to be doing Anything Better in the studio, but. Until then, we'll be back. No, this has been episode 56, everybody. We really appreciate you subscribing, listening, liking. Check out the Monday Morning Podcast, the Virzi Effect, YouTube channels. And this week, this is going to come out too late, so it doesn't matter. March, guys, March 31st to April 2nd, I'll be in Providence. Then I will be with Bill. Oh, wow, this is the first time I'm saying this in a long time. Me and Joe Bartnick will be with Bill Burr, Birmingham, Alabama. I'll be there. Macon, Georgia, I will be there. And then I have all other dates going to
God, dude.
Tampa, San Diego. Go to paulvirzi.com. What?
Sorry. Who loves going through the deep south more than you, me, and Bartnick?
Oh, dude.
And we're driving, dude, and we're going to run into somebody who's out there. We're going to be driving along from Birmingham, whatever the main road is, to Macon, Georgia. If there's a barbecue spot out there or someplace we need to stop, let us know.
Are we going to be on a bus or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus, Paul. Now you're making me feel bad. We're doing 2 dates. I got to get a tour bus?
Me
Paul,
and
I want to
Bill,
be able to retire someday.
Me and Bill were in Charleston, South Carolina, walking to a deli. I had Jordan shorts on, flip-flops, and an Eli Nose T-shirt on, and I was walking back with prosciutto with you. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And I remember they were looking at both of us. They were looking at both of us like we were in the witness protection program. It was really you. I would just look like some fucking, orange idiot, but I was walking with you. Yeah, Paul, you look like, you were looking for an off-track betting.
No, dude, you looked like what you were. You looked like an East Coast Irish fucking kid too. Don't put it all on me. We looked like what we should have looked like.
I'm just saying they made more mob movies about your people than my people. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
Which, by the way, have you seen Ireland going in? Ireland going in, talking about like how all of these wars cause what you're seeing, in the Ukraine right now. It was talking about all this horrible shit that's going on in Afghanistan and all that stuff. People selling their kids. It's fucking horrible, dude. It's just like, so I don't watch news. It's just like, how do you stop these fucking world leaders? How do they live with themselves?
Yeah.
And how do they just lie to everybody? And then we all stay behind the paywall, just believe, oh yeah, when we do it, it's okay. It's just fucking horrible, man. Shit is fucking, I don't want to end on this shit. All right? Just don't put an addition on your house.
All right, yeah, listen, go to paulvirzi.com for my dates. Go see Bill. You're going to see us now. We had a great time. This has been episode 56. We'll be back next week.
Well, you see what's happening to the turtles? All right, I'll see you.
Take care, guys.